I kind of want to go back to online only.
Well, Mr. Chair, we're all here, and I believe Mr. Newberry has us recording as well as on YouTube.
All right. Well, in that case, I'd like to call this September 22nd meeting of the Development and Zoning Review Committee to order. Um, at tonight's meeting, this interested party will introduce and provide a presentation on a development proposal that would be located within the city of Wildwood. Tonight's meeting provides this interested party the opportunity to propose a concept and then hear feedback from this committee, which is composed of key city decision makers. It is important to note this concept plan is very preliminary and informal stages of the city's review process. Such is subject to changes if it proceeds to the formal submission process. The committee welcomes the public's attendance tonight via the Zoom webinar platform or streaming on YouTube, but given the preliminary and informal nature of this presentation, public comment is not being sought at this time. If the proposed development does proceed to the formal submission process, members of the public will have numerous opportunities to address the city's Planning and Zoning Commission and City Council regarding it at that time. The committee would like to thank you for your attendance at tonight's meeting. Roll call of commission members, please, or committee
Councilmember,
members.
thank you. Councilmember Albers,
Here.
Councilmember Galani,
Here.
Councilmember Marshall,
Present.
Chair Beatty,
Here.
Mayor Boland. Or excuse me, oh my word.
Oh,
Mayor Garitano.
Here, present.
I'm sorry about that. That's incredibly embarrassing.
That's
Thank you, and we'll get the I was just talking about him earlier today. Apologies. We'll get the petitioner moved into the meeting.
okay. Does the Department of Planning have any opening statement or any opening comments?
Certainly, Mr. Chair, and thank you. Mr. Chair and members of the committee, in preparation of tonight's discussion, Mr. Newberry and the Department of Planning put together a packet of information for you. The packet contains the agenda as well as the bylaws associated with the committee in case there are any questions relative to roles, responsibilities, etc. Beyond that, the packet also contains two aerial photographs, one at a larger scale and then another at a smaller scale to kind of give you an orientation of the site relative to the surrounding area, as well as some of the characteristics of the site itself. Along with that is the concept plan that has been provided by the applicant, Mr. Trimble. And there are a number of sheets associated with the architectural details, including the interior footprints of the three floors of the building, architectural renderings of the exterior of the building, etc. And finally, then there are the items that Mr. Newberry and I typically provide: the regulating plan of the town center plan, the permitted uses within the town center itself, and then the kind of the design and design standards and architectural guideline sheet. All of those items are intended to provide you background relative to the presentation. I would note, and then I will conclude after that note, I believe this is the fourth Development and Zoning Review Committee meeting that's been held on this site. The first in 2017 by the same applicant that is here tonight presenting, one in 2021 that included a different applicant and was a different type of development, more of a traditional apartment or multifamily proposal. And then a 2024, 2024, and then now again in 2025. And the 2024 application was again by the same applicant tonight. So this is number 4, I believe, for this site. And if there are any questions regarding the previous submittals or any of the conversations, Mr. Newberry and I will do our best to try to explain them. Otherwise, thank you for your attention, and Mr. Trimble has been promoted. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vunich. Mr. Trimble, would you like to tell us what you have planned here?
Sure.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for taking the time here this evening to review our proposal. As Mr. Booney said, we've looked at the site a couple times with different ideas for senior housing. First one was a full independent assisted memory care, rather large project. That did not seem to meet anybody's criteria. We then looked at trying to do villas, townhouses. It's a beautiful site for that, but the cost of construction and other things just made that one not feasible. So what we have here tonight is a 77 unit, 3-story active adult, which basically is senior independent living. So there's no assisted, there's no memory care, like that. Active adult is kind of a growing area in the senior field. The project will include housekeeping. There will be a kind of a dining facility, and other amenities for the seniors that live here. The site itself, absolutely beautiful. You got the wooded area. It's close to the retail, close to downtown. Always thought this was a fabulous site for senior housing. I did mention in an email to Mr. Newberry that one of our plans is the Route 66, which is shown as the yellow piece going across the site from Zalia. That is the existing Route 66. In fact, if you get down in there and walk it, the actual highway is still there. It's in incredible shape, actually. Our plans are to donate that to the city, as well as the land west of there down to the church property line. The topography there is kind of difficult to build on. We've looked at other options. So I know one of the concerns from the city I've heard over the years is, rezoning this to some type of housing means a loss for the current zoning. So in this case, you'd still have a substantial piece of the property left at the zoning that is currently in place. So we're obviously asking the city to work with us to go through the process for, I think it's a rezoning comp plan change, and get to the point where we can put the project in the ground. I guess with that, maybe I'll just leave it or open up the questions and see what people are interested in, or what can I answer for you?
All right, thank you. Are there any questions from the commission?
Mr. Chair, if I may,
Yes, sir.
I know Mr. Trimble has prepared some, at least exterior elevations of the building. Maybe if Mr. Newberry could bring those up for you, so you at least could see them.
Yeah,
I was going to ask,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Councilman Galani.
I was just going to say, are these, are you going to sell these units? Or are these going to be monthly like rental for the folks that are in there to where they can move out or finish their term when they're done, or do they have to then sell it to somebody else?
Yeah, no, this is purely rental. So a lot of times what you see is people who have their home and don't want the upkeep and those kind of things, but they still want, a beautiful place to live. They like some services that they're at their fingertips if they want. That's why I say it's an active adult, it's a rental. The one thing I would say we tried to indicate on our rendering here, and again, this is just a concept for, a place to start in a conversation, is want that grand sense of entry as you come off of Manchester and you come up to the building. So we're trying to create sort of a nice drive up feel as you come up and you go around and pull up to the building.
And do you have an expected price point that you're considering for the different 1, 2, and 3 bedroom?
Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3. If you are aware, Creek Valley is a very similar project to this in Ellisville, much larger, just right on the main road there. So our units are planned to be bigger than theirs. We have 1 bedroom all the way to 3 750 square feet up to 1,500 square feet. We're targeting rents at 4,500 to about 7,000. So it's going to be a luxury project. Our construction budget right now is 28 million, which is almost a little over $360,000 per apartment to build, just construction alone. So we want to do it well, and we want to do it right.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I notice you have underground parking planned for this,
Correct.
it appears.
Yep. Yeah. So the residents will be able to, park underground, stay out of the weather and the elements. And then we still have surface parking for visitors and folks coming and going.
Okay. Yeah, I like the underground parking idea.
Yeah.
Mayor Garitano?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, I appreciate you coming to present this before us, but I have to admit, when I saw this plan, it reminded me very much of the plan when we reviewed it back in August 7th, 2017. Very similar and still continues to bring some of the same concerns that I have for that location there with types of plans like this. So I feel like you didn't take our feedback into consideration. You last time you came back with a proposal where you were moving in the right direction with the villas, and that is a housing need that we continue to hear tremendously from our residents that we don't have. And that was a plan that actually seemed to be like something that we would consider. But I oppose this plan the way it is, that what you have here. I mean, this is bringing back exactly, but what changes what you did back in 2017. And this is starting to become a broken record with you. So I don't know why we keep coming back to this. I feel like you're starting to waste our time and insult us by not listening to our feedback. And so I'm sorry, but I'm getting tired of having to go through this, and you're not, going in the direction that you're coming to seek our advice and guidance here. The same concerns that we brought back up in 2017 with the intersection over there, not providing another way to get in. I mean, the type of structure, you're not looking at the residences on the other side of Manchester Road, which are over $1 million. And so I anticipate that this is going to hurt the value of those properties for those homeowners located right across the road. So I have nothing else to say. I'm just disgusted, and I will probably be dropping off at this point.
Well, with all due respect, Mayor, and I appreciate your feedback, our original plan, I think, was 180 units. This now is 77. That had assisted living and memory care. We don't have any of that, so there's no ambulances and the concerns. The number of parking traffic is all substantially diminished. We did try to, and you're correct, we did look at various things. We did try to put some villas in, and we actually tried to put the building on the other side of Route 66. The topography over there is extremely difficult, and the construction costs got astronomical with dealing with the site and the topography and retaining walls and all kinds of things. So that's kind of what brought us back over here. Our hope was that smaller building, no services, and it's still fitting there, and that we could, come to some compromise that would make it work. So I'm sorry if you feel that it doesn't meet what you were looking for. I think it's the best we can do for the site, given what we looked at various options. There's really no way to make it work other than this.
I still don't agree with it,
Sure.
and therefore I am going to be dropping off from this meeting.
Okay.
I feel like my time is wasted.
All right. Well,
Mr.
thank you for your
Mayor.
time.
Before you drop out, Mr. Trimble, just so you're aware, the Development and Zoning Review Committee is an opportunity to get initial
Sure.
feedback. The process relative to the regulating plan change that's necessary, as well as the rezoning, is still available. You're
Sure.
not denied that by a, let's say, less than favorable review by the committee members. That is still open to you. Obviously, if you proceed forward without the support of the Development and Zoning Review Committee, you're aware of the potential outcome. But I
Oh,
do
sure.
want to
Yeah,
emphasize
yeah.
that it's still there. Thank you.
Yep. No, I appreciate the honest feedback. I think that's the only way we, you wind up doing something that's good for the community, good for the development, and we want to be outstanding members of Wildwood at the end of the day. And if our concept looks like it works, we can roll up our sleeves and make it happen. So,
Yeah,
any
I
other
think I was going to say again, and to following up on kind of what Mayor Garitano said, one of the big things I know we talked about previously that was a major sticking point for residents in the area, especially in Cherry Hills and the reserve over there, is having a major entrance for a development like that would be sitting directly across from the entrance at Old Fairway, which is a pretty large neighborhood with a lot of traffic coming in and out. And then with Schnucks on the one side and then Deerberg's just down the road in Town Center,
Mhm.
there's a fair bit of traffic coming up and down Old Manchester already. So to put a grand entrance of a major development right there directly across was something that I know a lot of residents are very heavily
Yeah.
opposed to.
Yep. We at one time we had a right in, right out. We were kind of given input coming back from staff that they prefer to line up with the road across the way. There's even been talk about, can you put a roundabout, something like that in? We're happy to cooperate, if that's the solution. So we put our entrance there, given guidance and some input we received from years past. We did have a right in, right out. So you came in down to the far right there, came in up and you came out and down below by the Route 66 path.
And Mr. Galani, Mr. Trimble is correct. Typically, our Department of Public Works and the Department of Planning like to align access points on arterial roads. It's a much safer arrangement. I know it creates concerns for some of the subdivisions in the vicinity, but that's typically what we do. And Mr. Brown is in attendance if he wants to provide any greater detail. Thank you.
The other comment I would make is, as currently zoned, if commercial, retail, and some other things go in here, you're going to have much more traffic concerns than you ever would with a senior facility built here.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments or anything else I can answer or address for you?
I'm good right now. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm good.
All right. If there's nothing else from the committee, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right. Motion to adjourn by Councilman Marshall. Is there a
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilman Galani. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstain? All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you all. We appreciate it.